Hello, everybody, and welcome back to yet another political episode. So, wow, we have more news regarding the elections. So here is what we found so far. First off, I want to address some news that the Marijuana Now candidate Paula Overby has died. First off, she is the second member of the Marijuana Party that has died during the election. Regardless, people are going to vote for her anyway. In the election results, her name will be on the ballots. Still, now first off, this is not for statewide election. This is for District 2, Minnesota. District 2, although it says Miss Overby is a Democrat, she is running for the legal marijuana now for the 2nd district. She ultimately passed away from sudden health complications. So that was one thing. I surprised, especially in District 2. I have been in District 2 recently, and that's when I heard the news. So District 2, if you live Minnesotans that live in District 2, south of the Twin Cities, you may be talking about the Paula Overby. However, it is not affecting all of Minnesota. This is only District 2, just cities like Shakopee, Lakeville, Eagan, even more like, I believe it's Faribault, Northfield, more about that area. So that is one thing. Recently now we have heard some scandalous activity going around. And a lot of my community have been alarmed when I put Georgia as a red by seeing that, let's just say, I guess it's pretty touchy. Herschel Walker has been caught doing scandalous activity. I'm not going to go into it because I don't want to get into the big. I'm sure a lot of you guys know about what I'm talking about. It's been a couple of days. And that's kind of been an alarm. Now, I'm sure, however, and I am aware of this scandal, quote, quote. However, I did put Georgia still in red. Do I still think Herschel Walker could win? Yeah, I can still think. I still think so. Reasons. First off, Brian Kemp is like 5 points, 6 points, 7 points ahead in the polls, and most of those voters are going to most likely vote for Herschel Walker too. Number one, it's hard to think that they wouldn't vote for him. They're going to vote for Kemp. Number two, yes, Herschel Walker's margins most likely coming down. This is giving Raphael Warnock a little boost. So yes, you are correct. Good boost when it comes to the polls. However, we have a scandal here in Minnesota, though, involving the Walz administration. It is called the Feed My Future scandal. Feed Our Future. This Feed Our Future, I believe it's permanently closed. It was a scandal involving, and just recently, less than 24 hours ago, the FBI has got involved in this said scandal. One of, I believe, what do we say here? Walz's, I can't get into full detail, same thing with Georgia, but basically involves one of the members of the Walz administration. So totally not all Tim Walz's fault, but definitely Tim Walz is being expected to have some accountability into it. So basically now, this is kind of making the Walz administration look a little bad with the Feed Our Future scandal going on. So, Feed Our Future and the Georgia Herschel Walker scandal. I will tell you this, Feed Our Future has happened a few days ago. So, basically, Now the question is, what is the margin going to look like? And prediction is going to look like. Is Minnesota going to get more red because of this scandal? Or is it going to backfire? So that's what we're most likely going to talk about today. And same thing with Georgia. Is Herschel Walker going to drop in the polls? Is Raphael Warnock probably going to win a full term in the Senate in Georgia, paving the way for a possible blue Georgia? And this is what we're going to be focusing on today. First off, I wanted to show you my predictions. Starting with my state of Minnesota, reasons, because the Feed My Future has occurred first. So here is my prediction when it comes to the polls. I believe here, Hennepin, Washington, Ramsey, Dakota. I believe this is the map we have right now. This is what we have got to. So the polls does show indeed Waltz going ahead. If it's changed, please let me know. But anyway, Waltz is dropping while Jensen is surging. That's just kind of expected. And the question is, will Jensen possibly take the lead in the polls eventually? I don't know. Okay? I don't know. Minnesota is a blue state. Back, I believe it was in 2002. Not 2002, excuse me, 2006. I believe it was Mike Hatch that was predicted to win the election, and Teapot totally went and stole it. Tim Pawlenty totally stole it. The polls totally said that Hatch would totally win the gubernatorial election, while Pawlenty definitely took it and won by just a tiny bit, a little tiny sliver of it. So yes, this is what I think the election map is going to look like. Iron Range, for sure, is going, I don't know for this, it's probably going to go the tilting of tilting, because definitely the Jensen administration has been focusing on the Iron Range, especially Lake County and even St. Louis County. And they've been, I believe Matt Burke was just up there. He was discussing the importance of taconite, an important resource that the Waltz administration is lacking to give them. And they're very frustrated with the governor because of the taconite. It is a very important resource in northern Minnesota and the Iron Range, especially, as it's the biggest producer of taconite in the world. So this is what the map here looks like. And nothing, the map I predict for Georgia isn't going to really change much. Going down to Georgia. So Georgia is, I'm predicting it's going to look nothing much different than the map back in 2020 presidential election. Taking out that map of Georgia, even though Biden technically didn't really flip any counties to win Georgia. And the thing is, you don't need to flip counties in Georgia to win the state. You need to get as much people as you can. First off, Trump, even the Republicans, I would argue, did a good job when it comes to flipping counties in Georgia. They actually won this county. I believe it's Burke County. This county used to vote all blue since the beginning of the 21st century, and now it's for the first time voted Republican in a good margin. So I do think, and you would think, oh, Donald Trump wins because of this. Not necessarily, because Biden claimed more votes in Fulton County and Cobb County and other counties where the population is high. So it really doesn't really matter if you flip a county that typically votes Republican or not. Taking a look, we have for sure Fulton County and the counties around it will definitely vote and stand up for Raphael Warnock. They're probably going to go with him. Yeah, and a lot of counties in Georgia vote Democrat. Over here is a very big African American hotspot. Necessarily, there's no, it's pretty rural. The only difference is, yes, African Americans tend to vote more Democrat. Yeah. Either way, no matter what way you think of it, this is going to probably be the results. It's going to be super close. I will tell you, it's probably going to, let's see, what's his name? Warnock is probably going to win the same counties he won in 2021. Because Georgia is a very divided state. Let's recall, Trump didn't even win Burke County. Remember Burke County? I don't even need to explain. Burke County was carried by Clinton in 2016, and then finally the voting blue decade of Burke County ended, and it voted for Trump in 2020 by not that much, about a point or two. So when it comes to Georgia, I do think there is the possibility, Burke County, Warnock County could possibly flip Warnock could possibly flip Burke County. Yeah, there is the possibility of that. However, I do notice, despite Donald Trump's approval in 2020, Burke County, I expect would be more Democrat in 2020. Actually voted Republican. So as a polls, it really looks like Burke County is swinging to the right lately. So this is probably what the map is going to look like. It either is going to look like this or it's going to look like this. We have the African American hotspot right here, the Atlanta metro, and Augusta and Savannah. So yeah, Georgia is pretty populated. Republicans have carried, and Trump himself carried 130 counties. 130 counties in Georgia. While Biden, Warnock, and Ossoff, they carried exactly 29. They all won the same counties, which is mind-boggling. Because in 2020, Biden won all these blue counties. Warnock won all these blue counties, and Ossoff won all these blue counties. So it's really up to a perspective. This is most likely the map we will see on the big screen in November 8th when we are interviewing or looking at Georgia. So yeah, ultimately it is not over for Republicans in Georgia. I still think Walker still has a chance. It is not over for the DFL in Minnesota. Waltz doesn't seem to be harmed by the criticism and the harsh scandal committed against him. Not against him, but he committed. However, only way we're going to find out is the polls. Not the polls. It's we're going to only find out, and that is November 8th. And we'll see. Will Georgia go blue, or will Minnesota go red, or even the other way around? Is Georgia going to flip red? Is Warnock going to literally have a year in office, or almost 2 years in office, or is Minnesota voting, or is is Minnesota's Democrat voting streak going to end? So we're going to find that out in November. And this is it. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you all, and I'll see you up when I'll post another video when we hear more election news.